Welcome into the Bassmaster Studios, and today the topic of discussion is high school fishing. The Bassmaster High School All-American process presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Obviously, there are hundreds, thousands of kids in the country that fish in high school, and we end up getting about 300 to 400 participants selected for the All-American process. They are nominated, and we have to go through all kinds of processes to narrow it down to representatives from each state, and then we narrow it down from each state into the top 12 All-American anglers, the most well-rounded anglers not only on the water, but in the classroom, for the community efforts they do. A lot of different things factor into it. And so we've kind of got a little bit of an exit interview today. We've got 12 of our nominees here, and we're going to put them to the grind here. We're going to see what they think of themselves and if they're deemed All-American. So, hey, to the 12 of you, welcome in. I'm glad you guys could join me. I'm going to list off the 12 participants that we have on our screen right now in order: Erin Cherry, Tucker Smith, Jackson Swisher, Brooks Anderson, Jackson Cooley, Easton Fothergill, Lake Norsworthy, Carson Palmer, Dylan Fogerty, Drake Hemby, and Matthew Vandergriff. And those 12 anglers represent 10 different states across this great nation. And you guys have all participated in your local, your regional, the national tournaments. And so today's final exit interview, well, it's probably going to be the simplest one you've had the whole time, because I wanted to congratulate the 12 of you on being named as Bassmaster High School All-Americans presented by Academy. So congratulations to all of you. You are All-Americans.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Congrats.
So congratulations to all of y'all. I'm going to go through and just talk to each one of you about your stories and kind of a little bit of your background. And so I'm going to start basically alphabetical order based on the state, and I'm going to jump over into the state of Alabama. We have 2 of our 12 participants from the great state of Alabama. And the first one, Erin Cherry from Headland Bass Fishing Team. Erin, what's it mean to you to be an All-American? You obviously have accomplished a lot already being at the national championships. I've met you there before, and you've won the Bassmaster High School Classic. So to be an All-American now, does that kind of round out everything you've wanted for the high school?
Yes, sir. It rounds out the past 6 years of just hard work and dedication, and I think it's just a good round off for all this stuff that's happening for the coronavirus. I'm not being able to graduate, not having prom, but still having something to look forward to like this is amazing.
This is a great send-off for your high school fishing career and whatnot, but college fishing's getting pretty big. We got a participant every single year in the Bassmaster Classic. Is that something that you're looking forward to? And if so, where are you going to fish in the fall?
Yes, sir. I'm going to Montevallo in the fall, and that's everybody's dream. If I can make it that far, it'd be amazing.
Well, it's a great start to your high school series, a great ending to it as well. And now jumping into the college series, it's going to be great for Erin Cherry. Congratulations, Erin. Now we're going to jump over to Tucker Smith. Everyone who's followed the Bassmaster High School series knows Tucker very well. He was a participant in this year's Bassmaster Classic, got to lead out the field in the Academy wrapped boat. Tucker, it's kind of a good, just a good stamp and a good exclamation point for high school that you've accomplished back-to-back national championships. You got a little bit of a taste of the Bassmaster Classic, and now you're an All-American. It's got to feel good.
Yes, sir. It's been a great experience. From competing in the Bassmaster Classic, that was probably the biggest stamp I've had. It was crazy just looking at all the pros around you. And last year, the high school All-American was a great opportunity too, and I'm glad to do it again this year for sure.
Tucker, it's obviously been big. Academy jumping on board and supporting high school fishing. You had a boat already, and they decided to wrap it and show you're the representative. It kind of gives you a sense of pride that you were representing the high school series, not only in those events, but just in your community, the local events, all the different extracurricular activities you do.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. The boat looks great. It's they kind of think I'm a pro and I'm going down the river. It's kind of cool, but it looks great for sure.
Well, that's awesome, Tucker. Congratulations. Now we're going to jump down to the great state, the Sunshine State of Florida, and Jackson Swisher. Jackson, you're a 4-time national championship qualifier. So what other stamp do you need on your high school fishing career other than to be named an All-American? Congratulations on that.
It's such an honor to be a 2-time All-American. Looking forward to what the future holds, and looking forward to fishing the college series in the fall. Fishing here at the Florida Gateway College here in my hometown, Lake City, and such an honor to be a 2-time All-American.
Florida has great roots, obviously, for bass fishing. Not only high school fishermen like yourself, college anglers like Drew Cook and whatnot now making it to the Elite Series. Is that something you've always dreamed of and that you're going to pursue all the way through college and on and try to become a professional angler?
Yes, sir. That's my goal. going to college, fish the college series, and hoping to make it to the next level.
Well, we're going to go from Florida. Congratulations, Jackson. We're going to go up to Brooks and Brooks Anderson in Georgia. Georgia, Florida, Alabama. It's hard to beat those three states. The Southeast definitely is a fishing hotbed. And Brooks, you're obviously one of the best anglers in the state of Georgia. So congratulations on being represented, being a representative for that state.
I appreciate it. Yes, sir. And after making honorable mention and all-state team the past 2 years, this is really a good finishing thing for high school career, and not being able to finish out the season like all of us wanted to, it just really means a lot to have this last stamp, like you said.
Well, Brooks, I was about to mention that. 2018, honorable mention, coming so close to becoming an All-American. 2019, representing your state. Now 2020, being that All-American. That's a lot of accolades to your young track record, something that you can definitely build on at the college series. Is that something you plan to do at the next level?
Yes, sir. I recently signed to Emmanuel College up in North Georgia a week ago, so I'll be fishing for them come the fall.
That is fantastic. Congratulations, Brooks, on an awesome achievement being an All-American. Now we're going to jump over to Kentucky. Jackson Cooley off. Jackson, I'm glad I got your name correct for one. That's a great last name. I'm glad I pronounced it right, but it's got to feel good. Kentucky is a great fishing state. But maybe it doesn't get the publicity that it deserves. For you, being able to represent that state as an All-American has to feel good to do that.
Yes, sir, it does. It feels amazing. It's to me, it's another stepping stone in my dream to become a professional.
Well, Jackson, do you have any plans in college? What's your next step?
I plan to attend Murray State University and fish there.
That's a great recruit added to the Murray State team. Murray State's a great fishing powerhouse. We've seen that over the years. We're going to jump over to the state of Minnesota. Congratulations, Jackson. We're going to jump over to Minnesota. Easton Fothergill. Minnesota is a great fishing state. Obviously, thousands of lakes there, and a great place that the Bassmaster Elite Series has visited. So congratulations, Easton, representing Minnesota. It's got to feel good to know that your skills translate from up north to across the country, and that Bassmaster has recognized those, and you've been nominated and now are an All-American.
Thank you. It feels good to be able to compete with people down south from being from Minnesota. It's really a great honor to be an All-American.
What's the biggest thing you've learned? Obviously, you compete locally and regionally to Minnesota, but you have to take it nationally. What obstacles have you faced and overcome when you guys travel to Kentucky Lake for the national championship and other places that you might not be familiar with?
Fishing up here is definitely a lot different from anything down there. We have no ledges, no tidal fisheries. We have none of that, so it's definitely have to adapt when you go down south.
Well, congratulations, Easton. That is a fantastic accomplishment representing the state of Minnesota. We're going to jump down to basically the opposite end of the country, down to Mississippi, and we're going to talk to Lake Norsworthy. For one, that's a perfect name for a bass fisherman, Lake Norsworthy. So congratulations, Lake. It's got to feel good. We've mentioned this with every single person that's been on here, but you've kind of have a different path to it. You're an All-American, but you've been around all of these events, whether it's the Elite Series at Ross Barnett, the Opens as well. You've been volunteering for the past couple years just to get a taste and a close experience to these pros. So we know you wanted it, and obviously you proved it on the water yourself, so congratulations.
Yes, sir. It means the world to me after all the hard work and time I put into it. It's just a huge pat on the back.
Well, obviously, Lake, do you have any plans for college? Mississippi has put out some top-level pros and definitely some great Opens competitors. Do you plan to stick around that state and maybe choose a college there, or are you going to go somewhere else and sign a scholarship?
I've already signed a scholarship to Blue Mountain, Mississippi, so that's where I'll be fishing in the fall.
Blue Mountain's obviously on the rise in college fishing. We know Ty Cox, one of the anglers that's came from there, and he's obviously helping with that. So congratulations, Lake. Fantastic achievement. Now I'm going to jump over to my home state. I'm not showing any bias here, y'all, but I'm from North Carolina, so it's good to see a North Carolina boy on the All-American list, and that is Carson Palmer, not to be confused with the professional quarterback in the NFL. But Carson, you could be the Carson Palmer of the Elite Series one day. How's it feel to be the All-American?
It's a blessing. It feels amazing.
So Carson, North Carolina is right there, nestled in to great fishing areas, but obviously you still have to travel out, learn a lot of different techniques. So what have you picked up the most in high school fishing that will prepare you for the next level?
Last year, first time going to Tennessee River, ledge fishing, it was a huge lesson that took those tactics back to North Carolina and really turns out they play the same role here.
That's fantastic. And Carson, one last thing. We obviously know that you have to be an All-American, you have to do well on the water, but also in the classroom, but then also the community service acts. And little birdie told me that you like to take your time and take different things, maybe necessities, to different cancer treatment patients, the ones that are going through a tough time, but you take the time out of your schedule to go and spend time with those folks. What does that mean to you to see maybe their eyes bright up and to see the hope in their eyes when they're going through a tough time, and you get to bring that little bit of inspiration to them?
Yeah, it really goes back to a family thing. My family's been affected by it in many ways, and so I just try to take my time and give it back to other families and try to brighten their days.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. We're going to jump over from Carson. Thank you. Congratulations. We're going to talk to Dylan Fogerty from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. You are a back-to-back high school All-American. We've had a couple two-timers in here, and you're one of them. Congratulations, Dylan.
Thank you. It means the world. It feels like all the hard work that I've, put throughout the years paid off, because I know being an All-American last year took a lot, and I knew to be able to become a two-time All-American, it would take, twice as much work. So that's what I put in.
That's fantastic. And you obviously know Pennsylvania is a great state for fishing. There are a couple pros from there as well, but also a guy named Garrett Enders. And I don't know if he's on your radar, but he was the first ever high school national champion. And then he went on and won the college series. So does that give you some hope that a kid from Pennsylvania can go from the high school series and find success to move on to the college series and to find success there as well?
Yeah, it definitely does. And talking to pros like from up here, New Jersey even, it's close enough up north. Mike Iconello, Greg DePalma, those two, I've been in contact with them, and I know it's possible.
Well, we've talked to 9 All-Americans so far. 3 more left to go. Drake Hemby. Drake, congratulations. You're from the state of Tennessee, and Tennessee is fantastic for bass fishing, for one, especially at the high school level. Double qualified for the national championship. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's an honor to be in a group with these amazing 11 anglers. Just an honor, really.
It's got to give you some sense of fulfillment that you've checked a box, accomplished a goal probably that everyone, before we had All-Americans, it was just you wanted to do your best. You wanted to do well in tournaments. You wanted to be successful. Now there's something to shoot for, a goal, and you guys have accomplished that. That's got to give you some kind of a sense of pride.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, congratulations, Drake. Fantastic achievement there. We're going to jump over into the same state. We said there was 10 states represented by 12 different anglers, and we're going to stay in the state of Tennessee to Matthew Vandegrift. Now, the Vandegrift family, if you don't know them, they are to be feared, especially at the high school level. Him and his brother have done well over the years for sure, and I know that name, Matthew. So congratulations, Matthew. It's got to feel good to have success early on, maybe as a freshman, as a sophomore in high school, and then to do it all the way through and be an All-American.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool experience. I started high school fishing 8th grade, and we've done good ever since, all the way to my senior year.
You have any aspirations of college? I know that you probably just want to be a professional angler as quick as possible, and that's a great avenue to take.
Yeah, I really want to go pro, but I think I'm going to go to Tennessee Tech, be on their fishing team, and see how that goes.
Tennessee Tech, I know at least when I was in college fishing not too long ago, Tennessee was a power, and they're still doing well to this day. Congratulations, Matthew. That rounds out the state of Tennessee, and we're going to jump up to the state of Wisconsin. Tyler Corey, our last All-American. Congratulations, Tyler. Not only last year were you the first ever angler to be an All-American in the state of Wisconsin, then you backed it up and did it again. So congratulations getting to rep that honor for your state in back-to-back years.
Thank you. It is truly an honor to be able to do it 2 years in a row. I ended up winning it last year, and I can't wait to come back and defend the title. Hopefully Carl volunteers again as a captain, because I know we worked well as a team.
That's fantastic. The 12 high school All-Americans presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Congratulations to you all. And it's not just a pat on the back and a special jersey that you get to wear and hang up in your closet, but you will be able to cash this in. We'll be able to recognize you and honor you at a future Bassmaster Elite Series event. Obviously, only having 1 in the book so far for the 2020 season. There are 8 more on the docket, and we can't wait to see you guys in person. Can't wait for you to experience fishing with a Bassmaster Elite Series Pro and enjoying that. So congratulations. Thank you to Academy for honoring these 12 anglers, not only for their work on the water, but in the classroom and in their community. Congratulations to you all, and we hope to see you at the college level and even at the high school and college championships coming up in the fall.